What's cracking? What's cracking? What's cracking? It's the Anze Life podcast, episode 24. Man, in the 24th edition of this podcast. Very special number. We got a legend in the building. Man, the streets has been asking for this one, bro. In the building, none other. Fontana Rialto, All Inland Empire, California's very own. Manny S is in the building.
Yeah. So what up?
You've been down since the beginning, bro. Since we got down to the setup, I very much appreciate that. I feel like a lot of people know who you are, have seen your music, have heard your music, have seen you visually, have seen you up in person, but a lot of people don't really know how you started with this. A lot of people don't. Yeah. They don't really know the myths of how you got to this point in your career. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And a lot of people, I don't feel like you get enough flowers, bro. Because you're one of our very own, bro.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
They got the IE.
Dog, like I was telling you from the get-go. So I'm going to bring it back all the way to, because you went Alder, right?
Yes, sir. Alder Middle School.
So I got there my year. You would be a year older, right? You're class 2012?
Yes, sir.
So I got to middle school a year before you did, obviously. So little kids, we ain't shit. We're fucking dicks. we're as annoying as ever. And I didn't know shit about self-expression besides my own self-expression.
Yeah.
So I get to middle school, and I'm just, like, walking down whatever, going to passing period, whatever the fuck it may be. And I hear some kid cantando, hitting it.
Hitting it for the ladies, bro.
Okay.
They would ask me, hey, sing me something. Come on, I know you go. All right. Do it in front of everybody so they know.
Cat, bro. I would be passing by, and I would, someone just singing up a storm, and I'm like, damn it. My first instinct, and I apologize, was like, is cuz serious? Because I didn't know what that was. Yeah. You get what I'm saying?
It's something you're not used to, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah, and I mean, trust me, I wasn't even used to it. Like they would tell me, like, oh, sing this. And I'm like, damn, all right, but let me turn this way. So, like, just go in this little corner so no one can hear, because fuck this.
And how was that for you, like, to really, really start singing, like, up a storm? Like, when was that when you really started?
It was mostly, like, towards the end of high school.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
So I got the real fucking glance.
Yeah, and it's actually crazy that you remember that.
Yeah.
Honestly, because I barely even remember middle school myself.
Bro, I have this crazy, it's a curse and a curse and a blessing. I got this crazy memory. I'm not going to lie, bro. I am not going to lie. But
I had a great memory, too, till, like, after high school.
Yeah, valió verga.
Yeah, it's like that part of me just shut off. Like, that don't exist anymore.
And even, like I'm telling you, back then, you would be singing up the storm, all types of females next to you. Nunca te faltaba. You feel me? When did you really start catching yourself singing, though, as a little kid?
I started very young, actually. And I started without even, like, what's that word? Like, even trying to do anything about it.
Yeah.
My mom was telling me when I think it was 6 years old, my mom, there was a contest on the radio to, sing Los Tigres del Norte.
What?
Yeah, shout out to them. And my mom tells me that I went up to her and I asked her, Mom, I want to join the contest. And Mom's like, okay, you're a fucking little 5-6-year-old, you know?
Yeah.
Hey, you ain't serious about this. And it came up on the radio again. I'm like, Mom, I want to join this contest. And my mom's like, all right, we're going to go take you. Fucking, ya que keep your mouth shut.
Yeah.
So they had it like in San Bernardino. There was like a little contest of between like 100 people. The winner of it got to meet and sing with Los Tigres del Norte.
Fire.
And me being a 5-year-old, 6-year-old, I was a little kid, bro. And I went up against like 12-year-olds, 13-year-olds, because I think the age cap was like 13.
Yeah.
And I got first place, man. I ended up winning it.
Fire, no way.
Swear to God. I mean,
okay.
and it's funny. I got pictures, bro. I could send them to you. You could put them on the screen.
Fire.
If you could like slap them on right here, I'll show you. I'll send that to you. And yeah, man, like I ended up winning. And they have a song called El Mojado Alcarado, something like that.
Yeah.
And it's like the beginning of the song, it's a little kid that sings, Soy el mojado acalorado, pero en mi tierra quiero morir. And that's it. That's all they wanted me to sing because I was a little kid.
Yeah.
And in that song, it's just a little kid that sings it. And, they started playing that. And they're like, okay, bring them off. And I'm like, nah, I ain't going nowhere. I know this whole song. Because I sang the whole song in that little contest. And then they asked my mom, like, what is he doing? She's like, he could sing the whole song. And then, like, the main guy, Jorge from Los Tigres del Norte, was like, all right, let him sing it. And they let me sing the whole song by myself. And I was just singing the whole song. And I remember I remember like it was just because it was at the Orange Show, just a crowd of people. And I remember being so small, trying to reach out to the crowd, but you know how they got that big ass barrier.
Yeah.
I remember I reached out, I'm like, oh wait, never mind, that's too far. And yeah, I ended up singing with them. And the crazy part is that we only have pictures because in one of the pictures, like I'll show you later on, you can see my dad like on his knee recording, but my dad was so nervous that he forgot to push record.
No.
So the whole time it was on pause. And my mom called the station like the days after, and she's like, come on, please, like, can you send an announcement if anybody there recorded it? Like, we'll pay you money for that video. And she never got a call back, nothing. So now it's just memories of the pictures, you know.
Hey, so that's crazy though. Shout out to your parents.
Yeah.
First for your mom to be like, you know what? The vamos a llevar, like, fuck it. That's crazy.
That's true.
You being like, nah, I'm gonna stay.
Yeah. I mean, that's what my mom tells me. Like, I mean, when you're a little kid, you don't remember what you were doing when you were 5, 6, 7 years old.
That's crazy.
Know? And then yeah, like that's how that happened. And then I would just sing here and there by myself, you know, in my room or whatever. And you know, just like you said, you were hearing me in middle school, and then that transitioned into high school. And in high school, I would do like little videos online. Like I still have one video. I did like a cover of Corazón Sin Cara by Prince Royce, but with like a piano instrument on the background, so it was like more smooth, you know.
Yeah.
And I got like 23,000 views on that, like the first
back
month.
in the day.
Yeah, back in the day.
Okay.
And like you know how they always say one decision can really change your whole life?
Yeah, of course.
So my mom would used to love watching Tengo Talento, Mucho Talento, right?
Yeah.
And she would always tell me, Mijo, let's go. Like, come on, like, go to that show, go to this, go to that. I'm like, nah, mom, I don't want to do that shit, you know? Like, I mean, it's not that I don't want to do it. I was like nervous. I was scared, you know? Because I've never really done it in, like, on TV, in public and stuff like that. And I was like dead ass, like, I kid you not, I was sitting in my room. I was on my bed. And that quote came to my head.
Yeah.
One decision can change your whole life. So I walked in the room, like, man, fuck it, let's do it. Like, that's what? I'm like, let's go to that Tengo Talento, because there was like one in like Guardian Grove, like they had a show in there.
Yeah.
So I went and I auditioned and everything. I got into the show. I ended up being on the show. I made it to the quarterfinals.
Crazy.
I got taken out by someone dude with a dope ass voice, so I wasn't even mad.
Yeah.
You know, I was on the season where they had the winner of Banda La Costado.
Okay.
I don't know if you heard a song that goes the tamales song, like ay tamales, full tamales.
Nah,
it's a crazy song.
Yeah.
It's really catchy. But that was the season I was on, and the place that I went to go audition, it was like a local A&R place, like a little like they represent artists and stuff.
Yeah.
And that lady, I guess she wrote my name down and everything, and she called my mom after I was out. And she's like, hey, you know, we're really interested on working on them, see what we can do with them. And then ever since that day, I started, you know, I started taking some classes, you know, on how to perform in person, how to work a crowd, how to like lose all that stage fright. And then from there on, that's how I started keep going, and then started making my own music. I started recording my own music, and
Yeah. I feel like a lot of people don't even know when someone mentions your name, bro, it's a huge catalog behind you. It's a lot of fucking years of work that you've put in. You get what I'm saying? Like what you're talking about is years ago, bro. Like we're talking about you've been in the game for over a decade now. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's been forever.
And have you took it in a very positive light where you've learned a lot, gained a lot of knowledge, and now feel like your craft is sharper than ever?
Yeah, I mean, of course, but I mean, it can always get better, you know?
Yeah.
Like from when I start, like I listen to music, I would record. I have music that I recorded that I never released.
Yes,
this
sir.
was like right at the beginning, and like I listen back to it compared to my today stuff, and man, that shit was trash. Like I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like I would listen to my voice, I'm like, what the fuck was I thinking? Like I almost released that, you know?
Yeah.
But you know, I taught myself how to record my own voice. I taught myself how to work with the programs on the laptop and stuff like that. I bought my own equipment to record, and like basically everything you hear out by me is all recorded in my room.
Amazing.
You know, I mix and master everything. You know, I record everything. The features, you know, thankfully I have people that believed in my vision and the song. They hopped on my music. You know, like I got a local comic Solis, my boy Danny Rose from San Diego, and my boy Russo from Miami. You know, they all believed in and collaborated with me, you know, so they sent me their tracks, and then we worked from there. But like, yeah, man, like I said, it's just a process, you know.
I feel that, bro. I feel that. And when you're talking about doing everything individually, you by yourself, it's really like that. When it comes to creating, like bro, in this whole mess, like it's me and this food, and it's still a lot of it is literally by myself going, cutting, doing everything I need to do to get this shit out the way I
Yeah.
want it to look. So I very much understand that side of it, bro. Because everyone can say, "Hey, I want to do this," but until you fucking do it, are you
Yeah,
gonna
it's a
learn
whole
how to do
different
it?
story.
You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
There's a lot of saying, but not enough doing. You know.
Exactly, bro, and that's why I fuck with someone like you, bro, because you have this extensive catalog. You get what I'm saying? You have years in the game. If someone when someone wants to mention fucking experience, you would be mentioned. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No one's gonna look at your catalog. No one's gonna look at your work and be like, oh, well, it's not experience. No, you have all the experience in the motherfucking world. You
Yeah,
get
I've
what
been
I'm
through
saying?
it all, man. I've been through all the no's. I've been through the yeses. I've been through the fuck no's, and I've been through the fuck yeses. You know, so
But it still got a very. You have a big ass smile on your face. You feel me?
Yeah, but I still got a long way to go. You know, and a lot of people, you know, they'll hear one no and they just like, all right, fuck it, I won't try no more. But like, no, like, you just gotta keep going, man. Like, it as cliche as it sounds, you know how they're always saying like, oh, you know, you hear these big ass artists when they're winning awards. Oh, follow your dreams. You know, never quit, never stop. It's real.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people think, oh yeah, everyone says it, but it's actually true. Like
Exactly.
I know people that are big in different categories in like sports and music and television, and they put in the work. You know, they don't stop. They don't get nothing handed to them. They put in the work to get to
Yes,
where they have
sir.
to be, and like that's what you really got to do. You just got to put in the work. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna say I put in all the work in the world either.
Yeah, of
because
course.
everybody has their moments when they kind of slack off. You know,
Exactly,
I'm not gonna lie. I've been slacking off here and there.
Exactly,
I'm just like,
yeah.
damn, like because it's hard. You know,
That shit
it's
is
hard,
super
but you
hard,
can't
bro.
give up. You just gotta like. It's like when people say when they go to the gym, the first step is getting there,
Exactly.
and then
bro.
you start working out. The
I
first
believe
step
in
to
that
me
shit
is
so
like
much.
my first step is opening my laptop, loading the program, and then just saying whatever I can. That's
Yeah.
the first step. I'm already all right. Now we work from here.
Yeah.
You know, because it's hard, but it's worth it.
You're fully you're Mexican yourself or the
Yeah.
You're both your parents from
Yeah,
Mexico?
both parents from Mexico.
What part of Mexico?
Michoacán and DF.
Oh, fire.
Yeah.
When it came to musical influence, were you always more influenced by Mexican cultured music?
Yes and no. Well, I
Okay.
mean, all right. Like my dad is the regional mexicano side, the banda, corridos and all that, and my
Yeah.
mom is the reggaeton and like the Latin pop side, like Camila Sin Bandera.
Fire.
I mean, and it's crazy because that's how I taught myself how to sing. Like I'm self-taught when it comes to vocalizing.
Yeah.
Like the way I taught myself is trying to copy the same vocals that Sin Bandera and Camila did.
Mm.
You know, the way they were singing, I'm like, I gotta try and match that.
Get that same
how do
pitch.
they do it? How
Yeah.
do they make the vibratos? Like,
Yeah.
like it's all self-taught. You know,
Fire.
like I did take 1 or 2 classes just to help me with pitching.
Like a
With,
real.
yeah, like how to make a harmonizing note matching the regular notes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like how to vocalize, how to hold my breath when I have to hit longer notes. You know, how to try and get high pitches and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it thanks to my parents, you know, they were actually the way they met is that they met in the church choir. So music's already
Damn,
you know,
music's been embedded in your
yeah,
whole DNA, pretty
exactly.
much. Damn, bro. And I kind of figured that was you had to have some type of background like that, bro. Because I was like, there's no way you're that well, like you're that expressive of your music if you don't have this crazy music background. And you're telling me something like that. Your parents
Yeah.
gave a fuck about music. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, and my grandma told me that she had I think she said it was like a cousin or something,
Yeah.
like a blood cousin that was a music artist in Mexico, and she told us that he was gonna be really big, but I
Yeah.
guess something tragically happened. And she always tells me like I see him in you in the way of your vocal, like the way you sound and all that. And
Yeah.
I'm just like maybe it is, like maybe I inherited that, you know, that
Yeah.
musical gene or something, you know.
Fuck, that's dope as fuck.
Because even my grandma, she loves like you'll hear her walk around the house singing a little tune.
Yeah.
And like she's pretty good too. Like you know, she got that old school like Pedro Infante vibe to her though.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, it's in the family, I guess.
I feel like your music goes everywhere from the Spanish sound to you knowing how to sing in English.
Yeah,
Very versatile, and versatility now is the name of the game.
yeah,
In anything you do, bro. In anything
Yeah.
you do is versatility. Versatility, obviously, you very much fuck with versatility. I'm guessing so.
That's like honestly my number one thing to me. You know, like I want to do English music. I want to do Spanish music. You know, if I could do it in Japanese, I'll do this in Japanese too. You know,
Feel me?
But yeah, man,
Some K-pop shit.
some K-pop shit, bro.
Some K-pop shit.
It'll be Manny S featuring BTS or some shit, you know.
I feel you. When it comes to covers, bro, someone like me that I'm very, very like, I love music, but when it comes to like covers, I don't really get this crazy attraction to them.
Yeah.
But and we live in this age where you could just hop on TikTok and find someone, singing this cover.
Yeah.
When it came La Cancion, that Bad Bunny song, I feel like everyone touched it. Everyone got this crazy memory about that fucking song. You get what I'm saying? And you're lying if you're lying to yourself. If you're around our age, like 20, like 18 or even like 20ish to like fucking 32, 33, you got some story about that song because that shit was the biggest song.
You can't even say, I don't like that song.
Bullshit. And even if you don't like that song, you got a story about that song. You heard it somewhere. You heard it with someone, specifically some shit, right? So that fucking song was ginormous. It was fucking huge, right? And when it comes down to it, I'm telling you, I don't like covers. I'm not the biggest fan of covers. You did the most near perfect fucking cover to this song, bro. Especially in English. Yeah. Like, that's when you were able to come up with the same shit, but in English, like, change up the words and make them English. I'm like, this motherfucker is really, because that's talent, bro. That's you taking the time to get that done and doing it correctly. Because someone could just hop on, kind of change up the words, kind of not, and it is.
And honestly, like, I went online, like, I went on YouTube and see who has done it.
Yeah.
Because you have people around here. They're Mexican, but they're like no sabo kids. They don't understand what the fuck he's saying.
There's generations full of no sabo kids.
Like there's a bunch of no sabo kids that love Bad Bunny. They love this beats. They love his voice. They can vibe with it, but like you could put on a song. They'll be like, they don't know what the fuck they're saying. They just know the melody of it.
You shoot it right on. You shoot it heavy.
And and like that's honestly one of my favorite songs. It's a like top 10 for me. Yeah. And that second verse is just, it hits, and you can tell like it relates to a lot of people from the reaction that it had. So I was like, what can I do? Like, I can't just cover it again. Everybody's covered this song in their own way. So I'm like, what can I do to make it stand out? I'm like, what if I do the whole rapping, the whole Bad Bunny verse in English? Yeah. Like, I'm gonna basically say exactly what he said, but in English, and I'm gonna switch up a couple words, because
you have to.
Because if, like I said, I went on YouTube, and some people have done it, but they don't stick to it. Like they're basically translating what he said, but they're not making a flow. They're not trying to make it
the whole melody of the words.
They're not trying to make it come with the song. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, you know what? Let me keep it in the same sense that he's making it, but add my own little twist to it. Yeah. And then I recorded and I uploaded it on TikTok, and people were fucking with it.
Yeah, bro, I'm telling you.
I was actually surprised because I posted it, and they got like 10 likes, 15 likes. Yeah. I'm like, whatever. And then at 20, and like a week went by, and I went back on, and I'm like, it's like at 2,000. I'm like, oh shit. Like, people were actually people started commenting like, oh my god, this is so fire. And then there's all those other people like, oh man, this ain't it. This shit whack. Like, this sucks. You click on their page, and some little Edgar looking kid. I'm like, hey man, if you don't like it, it ain't for everybody, honestly.
Nah, bro.
Just like, I could release something. Bad Bunny could release something you don't like. It's not for everybody. Exactly. It's not your cup of tea. That's fine, but it is for somebody else.
Nah, and I'm telling you, you could see the work that you put into like doing this, bro. And I'm like, this is fucking dope, because I'm like, that's such a good fucking song, and to do a cover that good. Because I wouldn't hear, like, a lot of people on TikTok covers, I'm like, I'm not going to hear this shit, bro. Like, I'm not going to hear this shit. So when I gave yours a try, and I'm like, damn, this was switched up these words perfectly. You made it flow exactly, like, from, like, the whole, when you're, like, getting drunk part. Like, everything you said, bro, is so clean.
Because, I was in such a dilemma with that part right there.
For real?
Because I was like, do I say the way we danced to when we were drunk, or the way we danced to really drunk? Okay. I'm like, when we were drunk or really drunk, which one fits better? And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to say exactly what he said. Que bailamos bien borrachos. Yeah. The way we danced to when we were drunk. So I'm like, fuck, I'll keep it like that. And then, like, if anything, like the J Bobbin part, I'm like, I didn't want to make it a full English cover. I wanted to make it Spanglish, because I wanted to show that I could do it in English, but also that I could do it in Spanish. That's why I started off in English. Yeah. That whole J Bobbin part up until the chorus, I did it in Spanish, and then right before the Bad Bunny part, I switched it back to English. Yeah. And that's how I ended the song.
Yeah, bro.
And I mean,
That was a killer, bro.
Thankfully, people liked it.
That was a fucking banger.
I
I
mean,
know.
I got copyrighted on YouTube, but it's cool.
Yeah, they get you, dog. They get you.
Got me.
YouTube's a fucked up platform sometimes.
I mean, it's still there, but
yeah,
it's
like,
I mean, at least I didn't get copyright on Spotify or nothing like that. Cause it's on Spotify, and you would think like, especially because it has the name La Cancion.
Yeah.
I wanted to put like La Cancion and then parentheses the song, but then like the distributor was like, no, you can't put it in parentheses. Like you gotta, it's either the song or it's either La Cancion because it's in English and Spanish.
Yeah.
So I was like, fuck, all right. I mean, I guess I'll just put La Cancion.
Fucking crazy, bro. I have to congratulate you on that motherfucking track because that shit is very well done, bro. It's one of those things, bro. And I hear a lot of your other music. You feel me? I really like the Mariposa song a lot too.
Oh yeah.
I like a lot of it, but when it came to a cover, because I'm telling you, I don't fuck with covers.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be real with you. I really don't fuck with covers. So when I seen that cover, it's old now, right? It's probably like pandemic time.
Yeah. I mean, I think I released it in 2019. I think.
Yeah,
actually.
it's been a minute now, bro. Yeah.
Not like 2020. I don't know. Honestly, I can't remember.
Yeah, I feel like during that pandemic times when I heard it, when I came across it, maybe through like Twitter or something like that.
Yeah.
And I was just like, damn, this is a fucking banger. Like to do it this clean, it's hard. You get what I'm saying? To do anything this clean is hard.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, and like just like you said, Mariposa. That's another thing. You know, shout out to my boy DJ Freddy Fresco.
Yeah, he's
the one that provided me that beat. You know, he I remember he posted it on one of his stories one time, and like I'm like, yo, is that the Mariposa Traicionera like sample? He's like, it is. I'm like, yo, let me get that, bro. Like, let me hop on that. And he's like, what's up? Let's go to the studio next Tuesday. Run it. We went to the studio, met up with the boy Don Dirty, and I wrote that whole track in like 30 minutes, 40 minutes. That's my fastest song I've ever written. They were like, we were in the studio, right? We played the track. I got the melody of it going, and they're like, oh, we're gonna go outside and smoke. Go ahead. By the time they came in, I already had the whole chorus written out. Chorus was part of the verse. And then they're like, what you got? And they're like, what the fuck? Like, already? I'm like, hey, man, I'm surprised myself. But it's just like when you feel something like that, like when you feel the track that much, you're going to get right to work, you know?
How is your work process? Are you, like, when you heard that beat, are you addicted to it? Like, are you playing that shit in your car, like, going over there? So, okay, so you're very addictive. Yeah. Like, okay, so.
Before I write to anything, before I purchase anything, you know, because, you know, when you get a beat, you got to purchase it. Unless you're making it yourself, which I don't even know how to make beats. Like, I tried once. I mean, it came out cool, but it's nothing like how, like,
it's a whole different ballgame.
Shit come out, because that's hard. I could make, like, an EDM track easy.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, it's not easy either. I'm not trying to discourage any of my DJ homies. Don't come after me. But, yeah, no, like, I'll listen to a song at least like 100 times. Not even joking to you.
Yeah.
I'll listen to it when I'm in the whip. Like, does it sound dope in the whip? Like with speakers knocking, does it sound dope?
Let me put my headphones on.
Yeah, let me put my headphones on. Like, all right. And then, you know, if I'm like, all right, I'm fucking with this, I'll grab my phone on a voice note. I'll have it playing in the background, and then I'll just like, da-da-da. I'll try to come up with a melody to it.
Okay.
And I'll record it like at least 20 times, and then I'll listen to each one back. Oh, actually, I fuck with this one more. I'll delete this one, do this one, and then I'll compare the three. All right, now I like this one more, and then I'll redo it again, maybe at a different tone, and then that's just the process. Once I got that done, then I'll be like, all right, time to get to work, see what I could do with this.
That's fire, bro. I wanted to ask you about that like your whole process in making music, because like I feel like I'll be the same way. You know what I'm saying? Because if I'm editing some shit and I have this beat in my head, I'm like playing that beat and I'm like picturing, oh, I'm going to put this scene right here and I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that and I'm going to put this over here. So if you're telling me you're kind of the same addictive, it's just trying to work like that.
Yeah, I mean,
you get addicted to it.
Like, honestly, to me, like that Mariposa song, that song was done in 2019, 2020.
Fire.
We didn't release it till this year.
Yeah.
You know, it was sitting there, but because we try to make it perfect.
Yeah,
try to make it to the point where like this, all right, this sounds dope. These notes hit. And that's the process with a lot of my songs too. Like my song Otra Vez with my boy Russo from Miami. That song was like, it took me like a year and a half to finish that song. You know, we had everything ready, but it's just like, nah, like I think this sounds better. Yeah. I think that sounds better, because I don't want to release something and then listening to it in the car when it started to release, and I'm like, damn, I should have said this. Damn, I should have switched that to this. You know what I mean? And like that is, it's just a process. You know, that's why I feel it. I feel bad for artists when fans are like, "Where's the album, Rihanna? Where's the album, everybody?" Like, hey, man, they gotta match, if not make it better from what they had before. And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to do better than what you heard before. You know what I mean? Like,
and it's crazy. And I know I didn't mean to cut you off, bro. when you're telling me about like trying to have everything said and not have an afterthought. Because if you have those afterthoughts, it really fucking sucks. And at least if you look at a product when it's done and you're like, fuck, well, even if it's not all that great, you're like, well, I couldn't have done anything more to it. I gave everything I could to that project, and it is what it is. And I'd rather finish a project like that than having afterthoughts of like, fuck, I could have done this, I could have done that, I could have done this.
Yeah.
So you're very much thorough with what you're doing.
Yeah, and believe me, I have some tracks, which I'm not going to tell you which ones they are, but I got some tracks where I'm like, damn, like, why did I release this? I could have made this way better than before.
But it's all about adding to your catalog, making a big ass.
It's just all improvement.
Yes, sir.
Like I said, the stuff I had before, I'm always trying to better it.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So in a sense, I kind of catch myself when I say like damn, I should have done this. But then again, I'm like, well, it has been 3 years since I released that.
Exactly.
So obviously my experience has grown a little more, you know.
Yeah.
So and now I know what I could have done.
Exactly. Bro.
You know, and another thing too is when I'm making music, that's the bad thing is that I have these producers that send me the beats, and if I fuck with it, I'm like, all right, and I start doing the same process. And my biggest mistake is that I'll have something started, and then they send me something else, and then I start that one, and then like I start on this, and then I start, and like I just have a line, and I keep adding to it, and I'm just like, damn, like I need to stop and start working on these now.
Yeah.
You know.
In the building, we got Manny S, like we said prior to this motherfucking popping off.
Yes,
I got a very, very good question for you, and I feel like I've been asking this to the people I've been interviewing as of lately, and it's a good question, bro.
all right.
Do you feel like you have a stamp on your head, a stigma about you because you're from the IE, and it carries, and people put that with your music?
Yes and no.
Talk a little more into it.
Yes and no.
Okay.
Yes and no. I mean, you know, being from the IE and trying to get your music heard in LA, that's hard.
That's what I'm saying.
That's hard because, you know, like that's also why I started, like, I mean, it's not really a record label, but it's like something that, you know, hopefully in the future I can create, which is IE music. I know if you heard it at the end of my songs, I'm always like IE music.
Yeah.
And it I want it to be a label where, you know, if I make it to where I want to make it, you know, like I'm not saying like I want to be the next Bad Bunny or nothing like, but I mean,
You want to make it.
I want to do something, you know.
Feel me?
I want to do something with this. That's like a label I want to have to help out IE artists. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of talent out here.
I've heard that.
A lot of talent in sports, acting, fucking music, everything. There's talent out here, but it's just no one wants to come over here.
Tap in.
No one wants to tap in over here. I mean, right now we do have like Hit Boy.
Hit Boy.
We got Fuerza Regida.
Exactly.
You know, shout out to my boy Chris. We got who else? We got Dante Dion, who played for the Rams, just won the Super Bowl.
Yes, sir.
We
Shout
got
out,
Jamal Williams, who's on the Lions. You know, these are all IE, like right now they're IE legends right now. Saying
Exactly.
you know, and I just want people to start noticing more of what we have over here. You know,
Yeah,
because
bro.
the genre I want to do. I mean, like you said, I do the versatile. If you want me to do corridos and banda, I'll do that.
Yeah.
But like I love, you know, I love urban, I love Latin trap, I love reggaeton. But all that's in the East Coast.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of people tell me if you want to do banda and corridos, go to LA. But I mean, everybody's doing that around here. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
No
sir.
disrespect to anybody like that, but it's a harder market over here. And I'm pretty sure if you go to Miami, East Coast, New York, everyone's trying to be a reggaetonero. You know?
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm just trying to do something with it, you know?
Yeah,
Do something for the city.
And I say that, bro, because I feel like a lot of people answer it exactly the way you answered it, which
Yeah.
is like, it's hard to get your shit like seen and heard in other places because they're like, oh well, I get this all the time where it's like, oh, that's like a desert part, right? Or that's like over there, like. I'm like, nah, motherfucker. Where do you guys get this? Like, bro, we're a city just like you
We're
guys.
the valley. We're like the SGV.
I'm like, bro, we're just like everything else, bro. We have talent here. We have a full culture around here. If you believe it or not, you get what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, I've seen it grow from like when I was growing up, bro. No one wants to be from out here. No, everyone was
Yeah.
like, oh, no, I'm from LA. I'm from LA, and I was just
Yeah.
like, damn. I'm like, oh, the only fucking kid that was born in the Dino that was like
Yeah.
from here. Like, I was literally the only one
Yeah.
because my story wasn't interesting, bro. I wasn't born in LA. I was
Yeah.
born in
No,
the
I'm
Dino.
saying, I mean, thankfully, my cousins, they took pride about being out here. Oh, you're from
Fire.
the IE, you know?
Fire.
Yeah, so I caught on to that. I'm like, oh yeah, man, we are from the IE. You know, yeah, our parents lived in LA, but they moved over here, and we were born. I was born in San Bernardino too.
You feel
You
me?
know, I lived in Fontana, Bloomington, Rialto. I lived all around the IE, except for like Colton and all that shit.
Yeah.
I stick over here. No disrespect.
No
To them.
disrespect.
I'm just on this side. You know what I'm saying? That's where my parents want to come. And yeah, man, like, you know, I rep the IE. I love the IE. You know, a lot of people are like, oh, I gotta get the fuck out of the IE. Like, why? It's cool out here.
Yeah.
Chill. What do you want? Where do you want to go? Go to LA, pay $1,500 for a studio?
Yeah,
Nah,
bro.
I mean, right here's kind of expensive too, but
and I just fuck with the fact that like people like you, bro, that are really trying to embrace where we're from, rather than to be like, oh no, I'm not from here, bro. I'm not. Yeah, not at all.
And I know
No,
a couple people that are like that too.
I
and
know a
that's
lot of
what-
motherfuckers are
And
like
I'm
that.
just like, man, come on. You live down the street from me.
You feel me?
You're
Yeah.
from Rialto just like me, bro. I know you hit that Little Caesars drive-through once. Don't say nothing.
Yeah, yeah, bro. And that's, bro. We have such a diverse culture out here, bro. There's no reason to try to be from anywhere else, bro. But
Exactly.
until we have more people like the Hit Boys, like everyone else making it out here, that's when we'll finally get this coverage that we need, bro.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people, like when I'm doing this podcast, like right away they imagine like, oh, I have a phone out here, just record yourself, and I record
Yeah.
myself, and I'm like, nah, bro, I have
yeah.
a pretty as legitimate setup as you could possibly have at my fucking pad.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, and even on my bad, I didn't call y'all. Even if you do have a cell phone, I'll still pull up. You know, because we all gotta help each other out here. You know what I'm saying? It's like Roberto Tapia says, "La unión hace la fuerza."
Exactly.
You know, all these Puerto Rican dudes, they're all from Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico's not even the size of California, bro. It's the size of like LA and the IE put together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And
It's not a big island, but they all help each other. They all, you know, they're all one right there. They all like, hey, you got a song? I'll hop on it for you. I'll help you out. Like Arcángel helped Anuel and all these other dudes come up. You
Yeah.
know, just like Wisin and Yandel helped all these fools. Daddy Yankee helped them. That because they're all helping each other. Out here is always a competition with people, and I'm like, dude, we're from the same spot. We're all trying to do the same thing. Like you help me, I'm gonna help you. You know, if you make it before me, fuck yeah, I'm proud of it.
Exactly.
I'm glad you did. You know what I'm saying? Like it doesn't matter. Like a lot of people think it's a competition. It's not.
No
We all
competition,
gotta
bro.
help each other.
There's no fucking competition, and I love that. Manny S said that here on the motherfucking podcast first. Not first, but, bro, that is a topic that I'm going to keep pushing, bro, because we need to work together more, bro.
We do.
Everyone, dog. Everyone, we need to drop the ego. A lot of people are built on this crazy shield, like this crazy ego, and I'm like, for what?
Yeah.
Why do you have this crazy ego with me, bro?
Yeah.
I'm this small platform. I work the same shift. I do the same shit. I take the same shit that you take. I take it too, dog.
Yeah.
You feel
Exactly.
me? Like everything we could do, we all come up in the same way, and it's like, bro, we need to start supporting, especially when it's good shit.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? When it's
Exactly.
good fucking work, bro. When
Yeah.
when I could play your music around people and be very proud, like, yeah, this is the homie. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and
I appreciate
I probably don't have that yet, but I want people to be like, oh yeah, the homie does a podcast. Look how clean this shit looks.
Yeah.
Because that's the type of, because if you put that work in, show it off. You get what
exactly.
I'm saying?
You work hard for it. Why not show it off? Why just keep it to yourself?
If your homie is doing some shit that's dope, post
Support
that
him.
shit.
Support him, man. Don't
Post
ask for
that shit.
discounts. You know, if your homie has a clothing line, don't tell him to give you 25% off. No homie discount, man. If you're paying $1,500 for a designer T-shirt,
Yes,
and your
sir.
homie has a shirt for $100, pay the $100. You're not gonna go ask Balenciaga to give you a discount.
Exactly.
You know what I'm
bro.
saying?
Exactly.
Like, you just gotta support each other, man. That's really what this all is.
exactly.
Support
bro.
each other.
I
Never try to be better than anybody.
I feel like just try to be the best version of yourself, and
Exactly.
I heavily fuck with the whole motherfucking vision, bro. Real quick, I have a real quick. How the hell are you? Like, how are you a Yankees fan?
Man, don't
Like, how
come
do-
at me with that.
No, like you're from the get go. Like you're like
Yeah,
from a
yeah.
your little kid. You fuck with the Yankees.
Yeah.
Because
ever
you're
since
one
I
of the
was
most.
little.
Or so I'm telling you, I have this crazy fucking. I have this crazy memory. You're diehard for the Lakers.
Yes,
You're
sir.
diehard for the Lakers. Like
My uncle
you,
right there.
you're super. You have a picture at a parade, right? That you posted maybe a million years ago.
I think there was the 2009 parade when they went back to back.
I remember that picture, bro, that you
Yeah.
posted. Because I was
Yeah,
like,
I
this
had my
fool.
whole big ass
Yeah,
Laker flag.
bro, that's what I'm saying.
and my
Like, you're,
Magic Johnson jersey. I was ready, man.
you're super diehard when it comes to to the Lakers. How did
Yeah.
the like transition of you liking the The were they as dominant back in the early days that you fucked with them?
Yeah, I mean, my cousins were, because when I was little, my cousins were Yankee fans.
Oh, okay, okay.
And they would, like, I would hang out more with my, because I have other cousins that are Dodger fans, but I would hang out more with my Yankee fan cousins, you know what I'm saying? And they got me into that, just like the Chargers, too.
Yeah, I feel you.
Like, when I was barely getting into football, like, I used to, like, I watched a lot of college football. I'm a USC fan. So I used to love watching Reggie Bush. You know how he would always do that little dive into the end zone when we would play flag football at Alder. That's what I'd be doing too. I was diving into the end zone, front flip like Reggie Bush, and then he went on to the Saints, and I'm like, all right, I'll be a Saints fan, but just because Reggie Bush is there.
Yeah.
And I was a Saints fan probably for like a year, the year that Reggie Bush was there.
Yeah.
And then my cousins were like, why are you a Saints fan? Like, you don't like you should be a Chargers fan. I'm like, who the fuck are the Chargers? I didn't know football like that. I just knew the Saints, the Raiders, the Patriots, and fucking I don't even know who else, and the Niners. And you should be a Chargers fan. I'm like, who the fuck are the Chargers? Like, they're San Diego, like down the street. And I'm like, who are? Let me see. Show me who they are. Like, look, they got LaDainian Tomlinson. He does this move. That does this. They got Antonio Gates, Phillip Rivers, all these players. And I'm just like, okay, like I could get into this. And yeah, little by little, I became a Chargers fan. Now I fucking love the Chargers. That's my team right there. And same as the Yankees, bro. Same as the Yankees. Like, my cousins were Yankee fans. They were telling me, like, look, this is A-Rod, this is Derek Jeter. These are all these people. And I'm just like, yo, like, these fools are dope. And they were winning championships. So, who doesn't like
that's what I'm saying. Like, that's where I was just like, I think this is what I've seen it, like, because they had this crazy historic era. They have the most historic team ever. So I'm like, I'm almost sure you like them because they're super good back in the day. But now you're telling me that kind of because you're the people you're around that makes a lot.
It's all family influence. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have an uncle, my Uncle Adam. Shout out to my Uncle Adam. He's a die-hard Dodger fan, man. He gets mad when we talk shit about the Dodgers because me and my other cousins are Yankee fans. And we're always giving him shit. He's like, what the fuck? You don't even like baseball. This is when I was little. I'm like, why be a Dodgers fan? I'm like, nah, fuck the Dodgers, Theo. Just because my cousin would be like, fuck the Dodgers. I'll be like, yeah, Theo, fuck the Dodgers, And I was young, This was all when I was like 11, 12, At that age, you don't really care about sports. And like as I grew older, I didn't hook on to like the actual love for sports till like I was 15, 16.
Yeah, of course.
So that's when I'm like, all right, this is my team now. I gotta ride with them. Same as Real Madrid.
Yeah.
Same as
the Ducks. I know you're
same
big.
As the Ducks.
I know you're
love
big.
My Ducks. Hey, the Ducks. I could tell you, the Ducks is probably the long running team. That's the home team to me.
Because of the movie.
Because of the movie, bro. I love that movie. I have a picture. I have a picture when I was in like preschool with a full like Ducks shirt on.
Mighty Ducks.
Mighty Ducks, bro. Like I used to watch the cartoon show too. How they had like the Mighty Ducks in space or whatever that shit was.
Yeah.
I used to watch all that. So like the Ducks were like my actual team. Before when they were the Mighty Ducks and then Disney wanted to be bitches about it. But nah, we
take
can't.
that shit off.
You can't be called the Mighty Ducks of Anaheim. You guys be just the Ducks now. Thankfully they gave them back the rights to use the old school. The old school logo because that shit hard.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, that's my team too, man.
Damn, that's
everything's local except for the Yankees.
Yeah, bro.
But, I mean, that's still my team.
How you were hyped when the Chargers came to LA?
I was like. I was like here and there about it. I'm like, hell yeah, because they're closer. I don't got to go all the way to fucking San Diego now. But even then, driving to LA is like another 2 hours just the traffic.
Yeah.
But the stadium was getting old. They had to find a new spot. If you drive down to San Diego now, the stadium's gone. They already tore it down.
Yeah.
And it's cool. I just thought it was cool when the Chargers were in San Diego because there was just the San Diego Chargers, nobody else. Over here, you got the LA Rams and you got the LA Chargers.
Yeah.
And then the fact that we both share the same stadium, I would always give shit to the Raider fans because you share stadiums with a baseball team, man.
Baseball team.
Fuck out of here, like you all be getting tackled in dirt.
Yeah.
And now they just flipped the script on me and like, oh, you share stadiums with the Super Bowl champions, man. Fuck yeah, we're gonna win the Super Bowl eventually. Watch.
Yo, you guys have definitely have this crazy ass team. I don't mean it to come into this crazy sports talk, but you guys definitely have a crazy ass team set up now, bro.
We just picked up. We picked up a good defensive side.
Khalil Mack is a motherfucking monster,
Khalil
bro.
Mack. We got J.C. Jackson too.
Yeah, he's gangster, bro. And that's what they needed, bro. Justin Herbert needed something to fucking to not always be on the motherfucking field. You get what I'm saying? Like that was very crucial for him. I feel like a lot like the Yankees couldn't really move too much because of the salary. Just for them, they're very cap restrained.
Yeah.
So they couldn't really do too much. But you're pretty well set for when it comes to sports. No te falta. Like all your sports, you've seen titles won.
Yeah, I've seen titles won. Except for the Chargers, but that's the only one.
The Chargers.
That's the last one because I saw the Ducks win in 2009. I saw the Lakers win that same year.
Yeah.
I've seen the Yankees win in 2011. I saw Madrid win countless, UEFA Champions Leagues. A la Madrid, we're taking out Barca this Sunday. That's all I'm saying. And that's just the only team, man.
Yeah.
Now, even for NASCAR, when Jeff Gordon was in NASCAR, that was my favorite driver. I didn't even fucking fuck with NASCAR.
You didn't give a fuck about any of that,
No,
but
I'm like, yo, Jeff Gordon's a man. I saw him once right here at the Fontana Speedway, and I saw him when, like the NASCAR series and shit like that. Like, it's just my Chargers, man. They're the only team I got left.
Yeah, bro. And a chip's coming, bro. That team is. They're good,
so.
bro. That team, Justin Herbert. Justin Herbert is the fucking man. He's the fucking boss, bro. Yeah. I fuck with I fuck with the Rams with what they're doing. I fuck with what they're doing now. I like who they signed. I like the potentials we have. Yeah. It's amazing. We just won a fucking Super Bowl. That's fucking great. But yeah, no, you could when you see Justin Herbert, you're like, this was legit. You get what I'm saying? He's no slouch.
I mean, especially if you saw the last game of the season last year when he played against the Raiders. Yeah. I was at that game, man. It was crazy. I left that bitch with a headache. Bro.
Oh, you were at that motherfucking game, huh? That's what's to me. It's crazy that the Raiders gave up that coach. I'm like, you guys had this crazy turmoil fucking season, and you guys right away were just like, oh no, we want homeboy from OC from the fucking Patriots. I'm like, that's just not gonna work. But then again, Devontae Adams a fucking monster. Like.
I mean,
they what they did is legit. Like
a lot of people want to say, "Oh, Derek Carr and Devontae Adams were best friends in college." But yeah, that was college.
Yeah, I know that's NFL, a whole different ballgame. The AFC different. West is crazy now, though.
Yeah,
that's one thing.
It's the AFC versus the world right now.
Yeah, bro. West. The NFC West was last year with the craziest division by a long shot. No one was arguing with me. I was like, the NFC West is crazy.
Yeah.
This next year, the AFC West is gonna be fucking ridiculous.
Be killing, bro. This whole division of the AFC West with the Chiefs. I mean, right now, the Chiefs only got Juju Smith just today. But that's just one person.
I'm saying right now, fucking Patrick Mahomes is going to win the MVP because they're all offense, no defense. That fool is going to have to work miracles, dog.
He's going to have to.
There's no defense on that. Tyrann Mathieu might opt out for free agency too. Or I think he already did. So if he dips.
He already did.
If he dips.
Who you got?
They're going to be 56 or 56.
Send it to Kelsey the whole game.
You get what I'm saying?
Open up, man. Triple team that guy. That's the only way to stop him.
And if you have no defense, it's just not gonna get done. What upcoming projects are you looking forward to right now? What do you got going on right now?
Right now, I'm working on a couple tracks. I'm working on a I would say like a Pepas style track.
Fire.
Because I saw the noise that one was making. And right now nobody has made anything like that other than Pepas. So I'm like, I mean, it's not like I'm saying that's gonna take over the world, but it's gonna take over the South California.
I'm gonna add to it. You get what I'm saying?
I want to add something to that, like something like we got dudes in Can-Ams doing rutas and all that shit out here at the wash. Give them something to bump because I know they love bumping that shit.
Yes, sir.
I got some like regional mexicano shit I'm working on. I'm not gonna say what kind of style. It could be band, that could be corrido. You don't know yet, but it's something.
Keep it on the rap, dog. I appreciate that. Respect
and I got some more reggaeton coming too. I got some shit with my boy DJ Freddy Fresco. I got some things with my boy Ray Berger. Okay. The one I did Baila Lo Suave with him. Shout out to him. What else? I got some stuff coming.
Fire.
It's just I'm taking my time. I want to perfect it, like I said. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people be like, "Oh, you slacking?" Nah, it's whatever's behind closed doors, bro. You don't know what's going on.
Exactly, bro. I didn't drop some shit for a minute. And I'm like, bro, when I come back to it, it's gonna be better. You get what I'm saying? And you understand that. Yeah. New artists are you very much willing to work with new artists? How is that?
Of course.
Yeah.
I mean, there's been people that do hit me up. Yo, let's work. All right, send me what you got. I'm not gonna say like I'll be honest. I'm always honest with people. I'm like, look, it's not my style. But I feel like you can perfect it. And I give pointers, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying I'm the best either, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I'll tell somebody, like, oh, like, this is hard, bro, but maybe do this, maybe do that. And then if you perfect that, I'll for sure work with you. Or even just come through, I'll help you work with that.
Yeah.
And a lot of people take that up the ass, bro. Man, you think you're the shit? Fuck you, man. Like, I'm like, bro, I'm trying to help you, This is what we're supposed to do. We're trying to help each other. But yeah, I work with anybody, you know what I'm saying? Sure. It doesn't matter if it's English, Spanish, whatever you want. Like, I mean, I have a homegirl named Brittany J. Her whole track was in English, and I remixed it. I did my remix part in Spanish with a little twist of an English part in there. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, like, there's no boundaries to anything. Like, I'll do whatever you want. When
you were talking about how you critiqued someone and they took it wrong, I completely understand that, bro. And to me, it's just like, bro, I could have easily seen your message. And you know how easy it is to delete something?
Yeah.
Like, you know how easy it is for me not to take this shit fucking serious? Yeah, so for me to, like, listen to it and give you an honest critique and for me to offer you help, come on, dog. Get más quieres, cabrón.
Yeah. Yeah, cause like you say, you know, I got my if I don't follow you, your message is gonna go into my request folder.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes I see it, sometimes I don't, cause like sometimes I'll go in and it says, "Do you want to see the hidden messages?" I'm like, "What the fuck? I have a hidden message." Click on it and I'm like, "Hey, bro, what's up? You trying to work? This is my work." I'll listen to it and I'm like, "You know, this is cool. Yeah, this work." Or I'll listen to him and I'll accept him. Like, "Yeah, bro, like I'm down to work. You got a dope style. Just work on this a little bit because it's not kind of the style that I'm trying to do. Cause you're trying to work with me."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if you want to work with me, you're gonna have to adapt to the style that I'm making, and the style that you have right now is probably not gonna go right with the style that I'm doing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I mean, and it's never a no. Like that's I want people to get that straight. Like I'm not saying no.
Yeah.
I'm just saying work on it a little bit because I've had people I want to work with, and I'm like, yo, what's up? Let's do a track.
And they hit you exactly.
And they'll tell me the same shit. You know what, bro? I don't know. It's not really my style. And I'm like, hey, honestly, that's cool. You don't have to worry about it. I don't feel bad because I'm used to it. You know, I'm used to people telling me no. I'm used to people being like, oh, no, I don't. You're not really up there. Like, I remember I asked this one dude, like, yo, what's up? Let's collab. I was like, fool, you only have 1,500 followers.
Oh, my bad.
I'm like, damn, son, my fault.
My fault.
I got 1,500 followers, but I got 6,000 listeners on Spotify.
Yeah,
like,
no, but
what's
the
up?
1,500 followers, bro. Those
But I got 1,500 on Instagram.
that means
My
1,500
bad.
followers. That means roughly you got about 400 people that view your story, bro.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm sorry, bro. But I mean, I'll show you if you want me. I'll show you my Spotify analytics. Like, I got people in Venezuela listen to my shit, bro. Like, but if you want, you know, it's cool. You know,
Followers is what you
it's
really
followers.
want.
If that's what you're worried about with your 12K, that's cool. You know.
And that comes with it. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. It isn't. I don't get butthurt about it. I don't get like I don't.
And
It is what it is.
The reason I even mentioned like you working with upcoming artists because I feel like I've interviewed a good artist, bro, including yourself, bro. Foro
Thank
Javi, Young Six, fucking Santana, Jay Anderson. Like they're all people.
Boys right there.
Yeah, bro. They're all people that do good shit. You get what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So now it's like I want people to be like, oh shit, like I seen him on the podcast and I seen him on the podcast and now they made a track. How crazy is that? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and I hear about these stories about reaching out for collaborative opportunities and either people also like homeboy Young Six was talking about how he reached out to Mozzie and Mozzie's price was just ridiculous.
Oh
he was
yeah.
He was like, bro, I want that Mozzie feature, but I need to work for that Mozzie feature.
I actually DM'd there's a artist June El All Star.
Okay.
His name's June. He sings that song with Mike Towers, the one the bandida.
Mike Tower is hard.
Yeah,
He's one of these.
he has that song that goes Ese bandida que le hizo, dígame por qué llora. That's June. And I hit up his management like, yo, how much do I need to? Cause like this dude's voice is dope and he's still kind of like underground. Yeah, he has a song with Mike Towers, but this dude's still low. And I was like, how much to get this dude on a track with me? And then they're all like, 15,000. I was like, all right, it's not really 15,000, but I'm just giving you. It's a little bit higher than that.
Por supuesto, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I was like, just for the feature, like the whole feature and everything. He's like, no, that's just for the chorus. I was like, damn. I was like, what do you? And like, so what if I want a verse? And they're like, well, if you want a verse, it's this and this and that. And if you want him to show up to a music video, it's this and this and that. And I was just like, fuck, like, I need to go to the bank, get a loan or something. Like, I need to get a business loan for this shit. And so like, you know, it's just like me. I don't charge you anything. You could come to me as an artist and be like, yo, what's up? Can you hop on this verse for me? Yeah, I got you. Don't trip. You from the I even better. What's up? You know what I'm saying?
Bro,
Let's do
exactly.
this. Let's help each other. But I got some homies from LA that'll be hitting me up. Yo, hop on a verse for me. Oh, yeah, I got you. Don't trip. How much? Don't even worry about it, my bro. We're helping each other out. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not the type of person that's gonna be like, oh, give me at least $200. Give me $500. I'm like, nah, bro. Like if you need help to pay for that music video, I'll help you. Cause it's a team right here. We're a team now. We're working on a track. We're a team. So if you gotta pay 2 G's for a music video, I'll give you 1,000 for it. We'll go halves. You know what I'm saying?
Because at the end of the day, you understand that exposure on his side, if you're a part of it and it's good work and the song fucking blows up,
Yeah.
that's all you right there.
They'll come back eventually.
Whatever good positive energy you put into the world, that's just gonna come back to you.
That's exactly what you gotta do. A lot of people in this business are just too negative about a lot of things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you just gotta stop being so negative about it. Stop letting your ego get in the way of stuff. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, just because you did this doesn't mean you're still a person. You're still like me. One day you would probably like me.
Yeah.
Trying to get attention from somebody else.
Fucking probably one of the last questions I got because we already held you up for a bit here. Who's your old school favorite reggaeton artist from the beginning, and who's your current new school reggaeton act from now? So it's a 2-part question. I want to know both of them.
I got 2 from the old school.
2 from the old school.
I got Daddy Yankee, of course. That's my boy right there.
That's
everybody.
Like,
anybody
that's
that knows me, everybody that knows me knows Daddy Yankee's my motherfucking.
Is that the
dude.
go to you?
That's my dream right there. I feel like the day I make a song with this dude, I'll quit.
Yeah,
I mean, I probably won't quit, but I'm gonna be like, that's it. I could
retire.
I could retire. You could cancel me. You know, cancel culture is strong. You could cancel me right now. I don't give a fuck. I made a song with Daddy Yankee.
Yeah.
This is the top of the top. And Chencho Corleone from Plan B. Chencho.
Okay.
Those are 2 old school dudes. And then right now, man, I don't even want to say Bad Bunny because everyone's gonna be like, oh yeah.
Yeah, something a little different than Bad.
I mean, but I fuck with Bad Bunny.
Yeah, Bad Bunny's amazing.
That was a legend in the making. But at this time, I mean, June's one of my favorite right now. June at All Star. June, and actually I have 3. I have June, Justin Quiles, and Lenny Tavares.
Far.
And Mora, because Mora's coming up too. That dude's a beast. I got 5. Fuck it, Jay Cortez too.
Yeah, you like music, bro.
I love music, bro.
Yeah.
It's hard for me to pick from the new school. It's hard for me to pick. I mean, even from old school and new school, because old school too, I could tell you, Wisin and Yandel. I fucking love those guys. I'm actually gonna go see them in November when they're in Ontario. I fuck with them. You know, they're all my favorites. But I mean, I'm just. You could tell me, give me a top 10, I'll give you top 10.
Yeah.
If you tell me, give me your favorite, I don't know, man. You're gonna have a problem with that one,
bros. And I see that you like all types of fucking music too.
I love everything, man.
EDM, into Spanish music, I seen you get into. I seen you post some shit about like Fall Out Boy and like Taking Back Sunday and like all that.
Sum
shit.
41 is my favorite punk rock band, I guess you could say.
Fire.
And shout out my cousin got me into AC/DC.
Fire. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like you're what you like. I'm like, damn, this motherfucker Manny, like, he's just always
versatile.
posting.
I love everything, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Like even some country here and there. A lot of people are like, hey, country fucking sucks.
Some Billy Ray.
Listen to the lyrics, man. I know the I don't know the sound. Yeah, that shit's like I don't fuck with it. But some music like Rascal Flatts, I love Rascal Flatts.
Hell yeah.
I fucking love those guys.
The movie Cars with the fucking that's just a banger. Fools be lying.
The Broken Road, that's my shit right there.
Yeah, bro. Fools be lying. I'm not the type of fool to be lying to you right now because I grew up in the 90s. I grew up with all the shit that you grew up with. I'm gonna be a complete but motherfuckers be lying to you if they don't know that.
I love it. I mean, except for like really, really heavy death metal, I don't fuck with that shit. That's too much for me, bro. I don't even know what the fuck. You just screaming in my ear all the time. I fuck with the drums and stuff, but I don't know about everything else.
That's fire though, bro. I very much appreciate you coming out here, bro.
Thank you for having me, man.
Dog, we're gonna need you again, bro, because I feel like I got another million questions that I didn't even fucking get to, bro.
I'm down.
55 minutes in, bro. Appreciate it, bro. What do you got planned for this weekend, real quick?
Got a wedding tomorrow.
Fire.
Homie Johnny. Shout out Johnny and Paola, man. Congrats, guys. Congrats. I'm getting married tomorrow.
Any last shout outs you want to do?
Shout out to my parents, everybody that supports me. Shout out to my boy Germ over here. Yeah,
so he's like right there.
He's like, what the fuck, man? Shout out Germ for coming with me. And just, shout out to everybody that genuinely supports me. That genuinely say, when you drop something, I'm gonna repost it and genuinely do it. Not me forcing it down your throats like, hey, bro, please post it. No.
That's the best feeling ever,
That's the best, bro. Honestly, that I can't thank people enough. Like when they do that, when they repost my shit, when they're in the car vibing to it, record. Some people learn my lyrics. I'm just like, yo, this is fucking sick.
Yeah,
Like shout out, like special shout out to all the people that do that. You know who you are if you've done it before.
Amazing.
Shout out to you guys,
bro.
And shout out to you, bro, for having
Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you, dog. Like everything else, dog. I'm glad I was able to get that off my chest and tell you about all the first encounters that I had and that I remember about you, bro. Very, very genuine person that you are, bro. Keep being yourself, bro. Keep going at this shit. Keep the fucking foot on the gas. Put your fucking leg on these motherfuckers' necks. Keep going, bro.
Thank you, bro.
I promise you, bro. Shit's gonna happen. Shit will work to your favor because the good energy will never come back at you negative, bro. I promise you.
Thank you, bro.
In the building, we got Manny S, bro. You want to play out something? You wanna go out to something that's yours real quick?
Just play Mariposa, man. That's my most recent track. Shout out to my boy DJ Freddy Fresco on Down Dirty. We did that.
Man, Manny S is in the building. Have you been in you done a podcast interview, right?
Yeah, I did one like a couple of years ago.
Oh, hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah. Yeah, bro.
Because it's just like talking to a homie, you know what I'm saying?
Ain't
nothing different.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate you, bro.